screaming, arguing, happiness, and anger. These emotions and actions I just described to you are all things you can find in this magical place called a PlayStation party. Hello? Where you and a group of friends do everything but play the game cohesively. Welcome to the 5 types of friends in PlayStation parties. I'm gonna have to workshop that title. Number 1, we got the group leader. This guy thinks everything and everyone revolves around him. When he enters that party, whatever game you were playing, not gonna be playing it anymore. And God forbid you're playing without him. Because if that's the case, the 4 of you better decide who's getting off, because if you don't, he's just gonna nuke that chat you guys had for 6 years straight. You can't talk without involving the group leader. You can't play any sort of multiplayer games without the group leader. Shoot, you can't even use the bathroom without the group leader. This guy puts his hands out in front of cars in the middle of the street. When someone asks the group leader to donate to charity, he takes the money out the jar and donates to himself. This dude gave birth to both of his parents. If the group leader was an anime character, he would be Erwin. All right, number 2, the hate. Now, there's levels to this one, because he can either be someone who hates you, someone else, or everyone, with everyone being the second strongest of the hater, and I'll explain why later. No matter what you accomplish in your lifetime, it will never be good enough to impress the hater. You could become the first president in history to end all wars, reduce crime to 0, and end world hunger, and the hater still wouldn't care, because even though you did all of that, yeah, you did all that, you never clutched that search and destroy game 15 years ago. And the hater is at his strongest when he's put against the group leader. It's like watching Titans in their peak conditions fight to the death. But that ain't even his final form, all right? The hater is strongest when he's against you individually. The hater will always be on the opposite side of your stance, no matter what you're talking about. If you agree, then he disagrees. And there's no limit to what he disagrees to. As long as you two don't share the same opinion in the end, then he's chilling. He is most definitely one of the top 10 worst people to ever have in your friend group. And he's not number 10. If there is a scenario where you and the group would have to agree that this cancer erasing medicine is the best of the best, not only would the hater disagree, but he wants you to make it a G, 1,000, a grillion. Number 3, muted accidentally. The muted accidentally is a very, how would I say, Side no skin music head-eye boy, you know? The muted accidentally is so unaware of his surroundings. They are truly interesting creatures. There could be a bomb in their hands with 3 seconds left on his clock, and the muted accidentally would realize that they forgot to put on clothes that day. See, the muted accidentally is, you know, in the title, muted accidentally. It usually happens during the most stressful game of your group's entire day too. Let me give you a scenario. The group just won 6 consecutive gunfights. You all got Evo shields, low healing material, and you're about to be pushed by Timmy, Asu, and Post Malone. But then you realize that the muted by accident isn't here. He stopped moving, and your other homie just got down, so you gotta lock in. You take down Asu, bam, on your left. You take down Timmy, just barely by the skin of your teeth. And all that's left is Post Malone. And this should be easy. It's Post Malone. Your footsteps, and you turn around and Hey, yo, my fault, dog. I was trying to say he was right behind you, but my mic was muted. My bad, gang. I just costed us the whole game, bro. Are you mad at me? My fault, bro. I thought I was speaking to y'all. I was giving y'all call outs and it was working. Like, you was responding to what I was saying. So like, I thought that you thought that. Number 4, the Glazer. I need to preface that the Glazer and then the sus guy are not the same thing. They can both be the same thing, like a Patara fusion or something, but no, these two are separate. Now, the Glazer is just, in other words, the positive reinforcement of the group in a sense. He's the one to check in on the gang. He's the one to ask about your mental health, yada, yada, yada. But it doesn't become glazing when it's about the entire group, you know? Because that's just a positive guy. It becomes glazing when he is locked on to the friend he has the most chemistry with. Y'all don't understand. The Glazer will start complimenting you so hard, you get pregnant. Whoa! Nothing you do in their eyes is wrong. You pushed the wrong team? Don't worry, my guy. You're the best. No worries. Glaze. You accidentally used the shields. It's okay, friend. I was gonna give you the last big pot anyway. Glaze it. You rotated the wrong way. Hold on, guys. Just for a minute. I want to make a toast to Ayomations. We've been friends since high school, and I've been watching your growth as a YouTuber and as a gamer and a person. Number 5, the rich friend. The rich friend can vary, you know, because let's say this is a PlayStation party in Venezuela.
I could only afford the headset.
The rich friend's Fortnite locker alone makes your credit card have heart palpitations just from looking at it. He can make tidal waves in the sink just by getting closer to the water. That's how much motion this dude got. His PlayStation receipt has 20 zeros at the end of it. And the funniest part about the rich friend is that for 99% of these games that he is purchasing these cosmetics from, he's only clocked 30 minutes into each and every one of them. He's gonna make sure that the group knows that if they ever need money, you will not be getting it from him. The word donation alone just starts to make his skin sizzle a little bit. And it doesn't stop there. Don't even get me started on new games. Cosmetics just speak to the rich friend the same way the Goblin Man speaks to Norman Osborn. And usually their excuse for getting these items is, oh bro, I just got the leftover money, or I just had to get it. Then you check and see that the item shop just refreshed. You didn't even give the new items 2 seconds to breathe before you pulled out your green. Is that a woe? Would that count as a woe? But what do you mean? I mean, like, as I said, you pulled out your green. Does that sound sus? Pulled out your green. Like, maybe if you was talking about like Shrek or Larry Boy, you know what I'm saying? But I understand that it's money. Good, I just wanted to make sure. Whoa! Look, I know I barely scratched the surface of friends in the PlayStation party. Comment who I should add below for part 2. You know, since I missed out a lot. I do have a list, but I missed out on a lot. And if you have any of these friends that I just listed, you guys should like comment them, you know, down below. Maybe talk mess about them. Maybe argue in the comment section so I can watch. Again though, like, how is pulled out your green sus? Like, now what if I would have said like something like you pulled out your meat with a double ball at the whoa?
Feel good thumbing through the back end, don't it? Ain't had to make a plan 3 months, get a plug to my brother in the trap, still rolling. Let's go. All my whole crew, yeah, she ride me. Yeah, goddamn rolling. Steady running to the money, don't stop, green light. Yeah, nigga keep goddamn going. And you already goddamn know it. Just Josh, spend this holiday locked